Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com, and I want to share with you a simple stock scanner that can really give you powerful results. So I want to just share some day trading tools with you that I believe can put you in a very good situation. Not a guaranteed situation, of course, they don't exist, but a situation that makes sense, a situation that is rational and plausible, and again, it's not going to guarantee that you make money, but it's by no means some sort of dart throw. It's by no means any sort of random situation within your trading. And if you're a beginner and just getting started, I think this is a scan that you should at least begin with. If you want to make your own modifications to it, fantastic. That's one of the fun parts about the market is twisting and turning, tweaking things to, however best is going to fit your personal strategy. But as far as just kind of a foundation and an overall starting point, I think this stock scanner is going to put you, like I said, in some very rational and wise situations. Now, to set up the context as far as the tool is concerned, a scanner, real quick, depending on how new you are, is just almost kind of like a cheat code in the sense of instead of having to dig through thousands of ticker symbols, I think there's like 10,000 ticker symbols or something. But a scanner is just to allow you to go out there and we'll scan the market real quick and then return back to you for whatever sort of situation you're looking at. So it's just an efficiency tool. And now I should note that some call it stock scanners, others call it stock screeners, but they're one and the same. And in order to illustrate this scan that makes it just so easy, I'm going to use the Webull platform. And if you're unfamiliar with it, I would definitely recommend checking it out. In fact, I'll put a link down below, full transparency. That is an affiliate link. So if you use that link, then while you'll get something, because they're always running promotions with free stocks and stuff like that, I'll also get something. But that's not the reason why I'm recommending it. As you'll see, I'm going to walk you through it. It's very easy to get this scan up and running. It almost feels like too good to be true because it's almost like a cheat code. You're just clicking a few buttons and boom, you have all these very desirable situations that, make a whole lot of sense. Now, if you already use Webull, then just bear with me here over the next couple of moments because I'm sure you'll know how to do all this stuff anyways. But if you've never used it and you want to get signed up, what you're going to look at and start with is just your blank layout right here. And all you're going to do here is come over here to the add widgets, click on that, and you want to go to general, and then you're going to want to click on screeners. So there you go. And I want to just make sure that my ugly mug's not covering stuff up. Okay, perfect. Now, the next thing that you're going to do once you're on screeners, well, I suppose this is where you can put a few twists and turn. I'm in the United States, so my region is going to be the United States, but you can check out a couple different other regions too. I'm going to just do all exchanges, but if you want, you could just do the NY, the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, etc. And like I said, you can do all sorts of different things. You can play around with market caps. How big or small of companies do you want to show up? And, there are a lot of other different settings, like I said, right here that you can see. And you can do price if you want. So no, I only want to see prices, for example, from $1 to $10, from 5 to 15. But point being, you can, manipulate this as much as you want in regards to, what it's returning to you. And then, so that's, the first kind of step is just, determining, do you want a certain price range? Do you want a certain size of company? And that'll be up to you. But the key thing here, as far as this is, again, so click on filters right there. You want to come down and click on tech indicators, which is just, short for technical indicators. And the scan that is fantastic, so pull this down here, is this one right here. Top 5%, and then the 1 month. So so you click on that, and that right there, if you look, all these things just changed. And you just you do. So let me actually move this over here. So you just scroll down here and you can start to look at the various ones that are out there. But I'm just going to choose CPE and show you exactly what this looks like. So here is the technical chart of CPE. And again, whoa, Clay, where are you getting these charts from? They're from Webull. So and this is why the main reason why I recommend Webull. These screeners and the ease at which I all of a sudden found CPE super fast. But the quality of their charts, especially when you consider it's a free platform, I think they're pretty impressive. So what is this scanner actually telling us? Well, the scanner is bringing about stocks that are near highs, that are up towards areas that are significant for a couple different reasons. So if you're looking for something where you want to see like downtrends or you want to see stocks that have gotten beaten up, this wouldn't be the scan for you. But if you're looking for stocks that are showing overall strength, this would be a scan for you. And that's reason number one, is overall strength. And this, whether you're a beginner trader or somebody with a lot of experience, overall strength, assuming you want to buy, isn't an environment that you should be seeking after, right? If you're looking to buy in situations that look terrible, that's kind of risky. Now, yes, there's always, nooks and crannies for things, but generally speaking, again, with the main reference point of something that's just getting started and as a beginner into the market, whether that's day trading or swing trading, you're going to want to be putting yourself in overall strong environments. And this scanner right off the get-go is putting you within strong environments because it's bringing you stocks that are up near their highs, which is the next key part is, well, up near their highs. Is that hard to see? Do people not really notice that? And no, absolutely not. I assure you, a lot of people pay attention to stocks that are up near their highs. And I don't say that in a, it takes a great discovery. No, you just saw it. It's very easy to see this. But why is that important when you can sit here and say, oh yeah, I see this high up here. So let's put this line, and let's say you're looking at that right there. Make it a little... And let's actually just do this. So we'll make that more of a red because that's technically an area of resistance there. So in technical jargon, that's an area of resistance. You can see now that this stock has been rejected there. It's been rejected there. It's been rejected there. Once more, I assure you people that use charts, understand charts, have noticed that level. And that is all very important because when lots of people around the world have noticed the same thing and are wondering the same thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want, it can produce some very dynamic movements. Is it guaranteed to? Of course not. If only trading were that easy. But is it at least a valid, a rational thought process to have of, hey, if this stock can turn itself around and get the break up through that level, then that break could create some upwards momentum. You could have a bunch of people buying because they'd be saying, hey, I'm a breakout player. Hey, that stock's breaking out. I'm supposed to buy, therefore I'm going to buy. Yeah, the self-fulfilling prophecy of it all. People like to buy resistance breakouts. People like to buy all-time high breakouts, rightfully so, because at that point it becomes a situation of, okay, no more other resistances. How much more momentum, how much higher can this stock actually go? And again, all a valid thought process to have. And what's interesting here, and this goes back to the first talking point, but it is a strong environment, right? I mean, look at this trend that this thing has been in. Now, yes, it's pulled back. So if we want to talk patterns, you could call that a bull flag pattern. But the idea here is how easy was it to find this? It was just that one scan that is going to give us stocks that are in strong overall environments, strong over environments with well-defined areas of resistance. And then the third kind of interesting dynamic here is that let's think about the shorts. Now, as a quick, if you're not familiar, a quick little lesson, shorts are people that make money when prices are going down. But if prices go up, they actually lose money. So from a disciplined shorts perspective, saying where a short's got to say, I'm wrong, I'm losing money, I need to stop losing money, so I need to have a stop loss. Where would a spot be that a short could put their stop loss at? Again, in the disciplined sense of I got to be out, I was wrong. Well, an area for a short to be wrong would be, if it breaks up through these areas where previously it had been rejected. So it's, again, not guaranteed, but plausible to think that, I bet there's some short stop losses hanging up around here. So we'll call it SSL for short stop losses. And remember, a stop loss from the short side, in order to exit the trade, is they have to buy. So when you stop and think about it, okay, so you're going to have just normal breakout players buying right here. And then number two that you could have buying right there are those shorts with their stop losses. I'm not going to say you're going to have a short squeeze, but it's plausible to think that you're going to have that much more buying pressure right around that area because it's just a well-defined level where, hey, you know what? There's a lot of strength up there. And if that strength ultimately fails and the shorts are wrong and those shorts are disciplined and will need to cover their shorts in order, and again, to exit, you have to buy. Well, that's just the buying pressure is compounding upon itself and it can lead to some very nice breakouts. So let's just take a look at another one from that list. Let's go take a look at, KOS. So here's KOS daily chart, and let's go through it. Is it in a generally strong position right now? Yeah, when you think about it, just a couple of weeks ago, all the way down here, now the thing is all the way up there with a very impressive previous day right there. Yeah, there is a strong general, context right now. Well, are there any sort of well-defined areas? Well, I mean, looking here, I would definitely consider that area right around, let's call it $3.95 as a well-defined area. Just because it just drives me nuts. Let's just have this red for resistance. There we go. So yeah, that's a very well-defined area. So then it just goes back to, like we said, okay, Are a lot of people probably going to be watching that level? Yeah, I think a lot of people are, that, especially breakout players. Are shorts going to also be watching that level? Yeah. Are disciplined shorts probably going to have their stop loss somewhere up around that area that can create additional buying pressure? Yeah, that's all plausible thinking. And I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but I do want to make this clear. I'm not trying to sit here and say that this is a holy grail setup that's going to have you shopping for a Lamborghini next week. So I'm not saying that. What I am saying is it's helping you avoid just random decisions, just random purchases, just random thought process. And it's actually putting you in a position to formulate a valid, logical, rational thought process that can lead you to a quality trade plan. Now I want to take a look at just a little different scenario so we can kind of see the rest of the story. But right here, MARA. Now you'll see that the move has already happened, but the point here being is that had I been doing this a day sooner, then this would have still been on the screeners list. So at this point, this would be an example where if you pulled it up right now, you'd have to say, I missed the move, and it'd be on to the next stock where you try to look for a better setup. But like I said, the point being is that's just because of the literal recording of when this occurred. But let's just pretend in another world that I was doing this, and when we pulled up the chart, it was looking like that. So what would we be saying? Well, let's just go through it again very quickly and say, okay, well, yeah, this is definitely a strong overall context. Look at that nice uptrend. Are there any well-defined areas? Oh, yeah, look at that. That area right there at about 44.50, well-defined area. Okay, is it plausible that there could be some short-sided stop losses up there? SSL. Yeah, that seems plausible. And then look what's happened most recently. Got the move up above it, and I mean, what a great breakout move today. Now, was that because of a bunch of shorts covering? I mean, maybe. You're never going to know that for sure. But it's just trying to put yourself in situations that, okay, yeah, that seems more than plausible. But in other words, in technical jargon, this would be a great breakout that occurred from that same exact scanner just, a day later. And like I said, it's nothing fancy at all. It's just on Webull. I don't know what other scanners, I don't know what other platforms would have this sort of thing. So I can't comment to that. But on Webull, you just go through those steps, you click on that, and again, you can, actually, let's do that just for fun. I mean, why we're here, why not? So let's just say, yeah, I get it, Clay, but I only want prices from, I don't know, $5 to $10. All right, I'm doing this the hard way. Let's just type it in there. There we go. From $5 to $10. So there we go. And now you can see the list has gotten actually quite a bit smaller. But if that's your price range for that particular day, now, again, scanners and screeners, for those of you that are total beginners, you're going to want to check them. I don't want to say every single day, but quite often because the markets are dynamic, right? Stock prices are always changing. So these lists are always going to change over time. But, that's a quick way to just narrow things down. Because I think the first scanner, I could look back, I think there was like 75 stocks that came up with it. But it's like, 75, I don't want to go through that. Okay, well, then start to maneuver a little bit. And in this situation, I'm like, no, I'd rather go, I'm willing to go up to 20. So there you go. Now we went to 23 total stocks there. But that's, like I said, that's a fun part, right? You kind of just fool around. You click on something. Now make sure what you're clicking on makes sense. But within a general context, if you have different price ranges, different volume requirements, things like that, then you can finagle with that and see, well, what turns out for you. But overall, like I said, you saw it, a simple, very simple scanner, yet it can give you some powerful results due to the dynamics of you're in a strong environment. You have well-defined areas, so you kind of sprinkle in that potential self-fulfilling prophecy attribute that you figure out, well, there might be some shorts hiding some stop losses up above there. And because the short stop loss means they have to buy, and if I'm buying, other breakout players are buying, that's a lot of buying that's going on. So that could lead to a breakout. Again, could is a key word because it might not, but is it at least logical to think that way? In my mind, it absolutely is. So hopefully this scanner is something that you at least give a try with, fool around with. Like I said, there is the link down below. So if you want a free stock or whatever the promotion is that Webull's running, definitely use that link. Again, I'll get something too. But hey, you know what? I hope if you found this helpful, then that's just an easy way to put some free stocks in your pocket and also help out to support the channel at the same time. So definitely give it some consideration. And also just, what did you think about this video? Was this helpful? Do you like kind of learning about scanners, scanner settings, the psychology, the quote unquote story behind the scanner, and on why a scanner presents you with an interesting situation that should be, potentially thought about? Then, let me know it on the comment section below, or just hit that like button, or better yet, to help out the most, hit that like button and leave a comment, because the more likes and comments I get, that help communicate to me, how successful or how interesting these videos actually are to those of you that watch them. But yeah, check this scanner out. Very simple scanner, but it can definitely give you big, powerful results. And as far as day trading tools are concerned, and for those just getting started or maybe you just need to spice things up a little bit, I definitely say give this a try. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.